Welcome to Williamstown High School, home of the Braves. Tonight's West Jersey Football League matchup features the Vikings of Atlantic City High School against your Williamstown Braves. This contest is being conducted according to the Williamstown State High School Athletic Association. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators cannot promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. Any verbal, written, or physical conduct related to race, gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion cannot be tolerated, is subject to violating rejection, and may result in penalties being assessed against the team. Everyone is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping this competition at a high level of good sportsmanship. Captain Stevie, number 3, Raul Cabrera, number 12, Joe Lyons, number 52, Judale Pittman, and number 54, Sharif Williams. Your officials this evening will be the referee, Mr. Steve Waterbury, umpire, Mr. Jason Force, line judge, Matt McAllister, headline Jason Lure, side judge Adrian Matthew, field judge Rob Campbell, and your clock operator this evening, Mr. Lewis Painter. Number 7, Kyle Number 8, Lozzi. Number 64, Lozzi. Captain to the Braves this evening, Mayor Gregory Wolf, Councilman Ronald Grabowski,
with Coach Ron Gordon. Here it is, game time. Your first game as a head coach. How you feel?
And Councilwoman Denise Adams. Also honorary captain this evening, Williamstown Assistant Superintendent Brian McBride, School Board President Tony Ayers, Vice President David Kendo, and board members Quandell Iglesia, Stacey Keebler, Jimmy McGee, Cody Miller, Rosemary Moore, and Dr. Rena Morrow.
presentation of BFA Sports.
Live at George Ormsby Field in Williamstown, New Jersey. It's game 2 of our doubleheader tonight. High school football is back, and the Williamstown Braves on BFA. They open the season against the Atlantic City Vikings. It's an intriguing Week 0 matchup here on BFA. Good evening, everybody. I'm Chris Lozzi. Welcome to season number 5 of the Williamstown Braves here on BFA Sports. For Williamstown in the offseason, a lot has happened. With the coaching staff out, Tom Kelly as head coach, in Ron Gordon. Quarterback position, transfer out, Drew Craig, and in Zach Zerby and Aiden Davidson. For Williamstown, they come into this contest only winning 2 games a year ago, but managed a playoff spot because of the PowerPoints. They're taking on an Atlantic City team, though, tonight that boasts 2 Division I recruits, the coach of the year from a year ago, and a 7-3 record and a narrow loss in the playoffs to Lenape. Meanwhile, this is the part of the broadcast where I usually turn to my partner, Coffee Jones, and say, tell us about the matchup tonight. As you know, we lost Coffee in the spring, and his void is a tremendous hole that none of us will ever replace. And in respect for Coffee tonight, we are not going to have a color analyst. As far as tonight is concerned, Ron Gordon will make his coaching debut, and I had a chance to talk to him before the game.
We're just ready to work. We're ready to work. That's it. We're ready to get after it. Let's go.
Preseason predictions, you don't care about those. This team's going to have an uphill battle this year.
No, we're going to win. We'll win. We'll win. That's it. We'll win.
Go get them. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Ron Gordon, his first game as a head coach. He was the defensive coordinator last year, and after weeks of working out and hitting the same color jersey, we're going to get this thing going, finally. Braves won the toss. They've deferred, which means that they're going to kick first. Beautiful night, 70 degrees, and the kick is a short one from Jack Cummins, taken at the 25 by Shoaib Wright, and Shoaib Wright still down the sideline, and finally a whistle, but we got a flag on the play, and we got a hold, and it's going to go against the Vikings. So a good return is brought back on the hold. The referee tonight is Steve Waterbury. And they're signaling number 5 on white, which would be Sean Williams. So with the penalty at the 35, they'll spot it at the 25. And that is where Atlantic City will put the ball in play. And for their offense, take a look at number 2, Sinai DeGraffenwright. Division I recruit, many salivating when they see his electric speed as a wide receiver, 6'1", 195 pounds. And I made a deal with the coaches when we did some pronunciation that if he did something right, we would call him what he wants to be called, Ice Cup. So the ball will be at the 25-yard line to start for Atlantic City. Trevin Perry, the junior quarterback, and we're going to wait a little longer. Let's see why we're waiting. The chain is set, and now we're getting ready to go. So here we go. Dre Rooks, single setback. That is John Taylor in motion. It's Lions right off the bat, off the far side. Taylor, not much. Braves are there defensively on the stop. Wade Raymond, junior defensive back, gain of only 2. It'll bring up a second down and 8. So welcome to Williamstown Braves football for season number 5 on BFA Sports. I'm Chris Lozzi. In reference to our good friend Coffee Jones, who passed away We're going to call this one with no color analyst. So enjoy the sounds of the PA, and I'll do as little as possible. Michael Jones on the jet. They keep it, and nothing there. A fired up defense from Julian Gravener. Loss of 2 on the play. And it'll bring up a third down and close to 10. So 3rd and long, we'll see if we get our first look at the Graffin right. He is at the bottom of the screen for the Vikings. Again at quarterback, it is Joe Lyons. It's Taylor in motion again. And Lyons, it's an RPO. He keeps it, and he's in a lot of trouble. Braves got him back at the 25-yard line in a 3 and out. And how about that for the defense for Julian Gravener? Just nowhere to go. The one good thing about the RPO, and you'll see it on our replay, Lyons looked and nobody was available, so that's why he kept it, and that's why the play ended as it did. 4th down, now another 2-yard loss. That's a tackle for loss. That's the second one in this drive alone. Raul Cabrera is the punter, number 3. He is at the 10-yard line. And it's a left footer and a fair catch. Signaled at the 35, and that's Harold Hill. So now we will see the Williamstown offense for the first time this year. They got a 3 and out on defense for the Vikings, and they'll start at the 40-yard line, a 27-yard punt from Cabrera, nothing on the return. There was speculation as to who was going to be the starting quarterback tonight. Speculation over. It is Zach Zerby. Zerby, the senior, will get the start from the 36-yard line for the Braves on the right hash. A slot to the near side, and Zerby keeps, and Zerby gets nothing. Might have lost the yard, initially stopped on the play for the Vikings, Raul Cabrera. It'll be a loss of 2, 2nd down and 12. He had Harold Hill with him, but chose to keep it. So 2nd and 12 now from the 34. It's interesting because the Vikings went to the air on their first play from scrimmage. Braves elect to go with the run. Stack in the backfield and some movement. I think the Vikings jumped, and they did. So a 2nd 11 will become a 2nd down and 6. And one thing Zerby does very well, that's a cadence. And if you're not disciplined on defense, that's going to cause a lot of problems. You're going to jump offside a lot. So now we'll put the ball at the 39. 2nd down, about 7. First touch for Raheem Thomas. For a yard, he's up to the 40. Roheen is a junior. And a 3rd and long coming up for the Braves. Nick Steinenberg, the offensive coordinator for the Braves. Julian Gravener, defensive coordinator. And Ron Gordon, now the head coach. Ball at the 40. Braves need the 46 on 3rd down. With a stack, they send Thomas. Zerby keeps, but he can't get to the outside. And that's great penetration for the Vikings. Kyrie Barksdale brought him down after a gain of only a yard. 4th down and a punting situation, but we got a flag on the play. We got a flag on the play. Looks like it's a hold, and it's against Louis DeRosa. And I'm sure Keenan Wright will decline this and force the Braves to punt. Steve Waterbury tells us it's declined, so we will force the Braves to punt. On 4th and 5. Little feeling out process here tonight. Just under 8 minutes to play in our ball game here. Our first one, Hamilton. Big winners over St. John Vianney, 35-zip at the Battle at the Beach. It's a low snap, and that is Keaton Ocello. And that's a good kick from Ocello. The Ice Cup decided to let it go, and now here he comes from the 5, and he is chased down. Excellent special teams for the Braves. Alexander Holloman with the play, and now the Vikings will start their second possession from the 5-yard line. It all started with the little run and rugby kick right there. And then at first, de Graffenright let it go, but then he said, well, let's give it a try. And then he knew he was in trouble right away. So from the 5-yard line, Lions and the Vikings will put it in play for their second possession. 7:23 on the clock. No score here tonight. First quarter. As usual, the crowd on the Williamstown side, jam-packed. It's a week 0 game. We haven't had many of these. But with the state now inserting another playoff game at the end of the season. By the way, the regular season ends October 20th. So Lions in the gun. He's standing at the goal line on first down. No Sale trying to get the Braves to jump. With Rooks in the backfield. It is Rooks to the left, and Rooks gets a couple. Raymond Wade in on the stop. Jordan Kennedy. Short gain for Rooks, about 3. It'll be second down and 7 for the Vikings as we approach 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter. So now the one they call Ice Cup, he's a part of the trio at the top of the screen. So Lions has trip left, and he looks that way, and off the slant, it is not Ice Cube, it is Michael Jones, and he's still on his feet. He finally gets his way out of bounds at about the 8. Zerby on the stop. It'll be a second or third down and 2. That's a gain of 5 on the play. Third down and short. There's a look at Michael Jones. Again, Rooks and Lions in the backfield, and now he's got Sean Williams, number 5, at the bottom of the screen, and Lions gives to him. Needs a block. He's going to get it, and a first down up to the 24-yard line. Nice design by Keenan Wright. Move the sticks. First down, Vikings. It's all set up with the blocking in front, though. Didn't need much of it. Got the 2 blocks he needed, though. One was from de Graffenright. And that was able to spring Williams out for a first down to the 25. So the first down of the game comes at the 5:50 mark. Now Lions under center this time. It's a pitch. It's Rooks off the left side. And Rooks will get to about the 29-yard line. Another tackle for Alexander Holloman. Pick up a 4. And it'll be second down and 6. First quarter action tonight, 79 degrees kickoff temperature. It's about 85 in the booth, maybe more. And I'm probably going to be telling a lot of Coffee Jones stories tonight, so what can I tell you? Under 5 to go. First quarter, second and 6. Atlantic City. They are at the 29-yard line. Williams in motion, same play, but this time the pursuit. How about Holloman? His third tackle, second for a loss, and they'll put it at the 26. One of your best 3-yard losses you'll ever see. Watch him read this the whole way. Gets through the block. There really was none. And that was it. Third down now and 9 for the Vikings. They need their 36. Cheerleaders picking it up. Lions looking left on third down, chased out. And he gets dumped near the 31-yard line, and another hold for the Brave defense. Jordan Foley in on the stop for the Braves, and a fourth down and another punting situation. This play doesn't work, though, because of the penetration by the Braves, and I'll tell you, you got to give a lot of credit on the left-hand side of that defensive line to Jordan Gravener. You know that name. He took on two as they double-teamed him, and he still got through and forced Lions out of the pocket. Now we have a stoppage, and we got a timeout by the Vikings, so we'll take it with them. Fourth down coming up, 3:25 to go, first quarter, no score here on BFA.
Pizza Hut's stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good, topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for two, price for one. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
Welcome back. Opening night here on BFA. Chris Lozzi, the BFA Sports crew, is here. At the 31-yard line, Cabrera will punt for the second time tonight. We haven't called Jackson Colbert's name yet for Williamstown, but we will, the Swiss Army knife that he is. Another kick, another fair catch from Harold Hill at the 38. 31-yard punt, nothing on the return, and the Braves back on offense in a scoreless game here with Atlantic City. The only other time we had Atlantic City, we were at their place, and that was the night that Coffee would not go up the ladder. At a ladder in the press box. He refused to go up the ladder. Nick Pittman was there, longtime weather forecaster, the old Channel 40, NBC 40. At the 38, Braves first down. Zerby from the spread. Off the keep, no gain. Second down coming up. Sharif Williams on the stop for Atlantic City. 2nd and 10, Zerby already's got 3 carries. At the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. No score tonight from George Ormsby Field. Got a brand new scoreboard. Hopefully David can get a shot of our brand new scoreboard here in Williamstown, and then in 2 weeks, you'll see the message board underneath. We'll be ready to go. Now they switch it up. That is Aiden Davidson. He's from the quarterback in the shotgun. Try to hand off. Raheem Thomas stopped behind the line. A loss of 2 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd and long for the Braves. They need the 48. They're at the 36, so 3rd down and 12. And Davidson again is in the shotgun. With Thomas within the lefty, Davidson looks, throws deep far side, and it's almost picked off. Underthrown. Raymond Raid was the target. Good coverage. Shoaib Wright. And 4th down, the Braves will punt. So the last time Ocello punted, there it is. See that at the bottom, though? See that guy's at the bottom? That's going to get booted up, and that's going to be some messages. You see that? High tech. Nothing but the best. Ocello gets it off to Graffin Wright, lets it bounce. And it'll take a nice bounce for the Braves and down to the 24-yard line. So we go back and forth, a minute 48 to go. In the first, we have no score tonight from Williamstown. You wonder if it's a feeling out process, but both offenses struggling a bit. Defenses are the name of the day right now. Some standout stars on the Williamstown defense already. Alexander Holloman, 3 tackles, 2 for loss. You want to mention Gravener causing all kinds of havoc on that defensive line for the Braves, forcing Joe Lyons to do things he doesn't want to do, like being flushed out of the pocket. Vikings have it, 1st and 10 at the 23. This is Rooks, no chance. Read beautifully. Raheem Thomas. Halfback on the offense, linebacker on the defense. Another tackle for a loss of 2. 2nd and 12. And here it is again. They tried to fake the jet and sneak it underneath. And Raheem Thomas said, no, you don't. So after another tackle for loss, brings up a 2nd down and 12 as we have a minute 10 to go in the first. Lions, quick toss far side to Graffin Wright, but has no room to operate. That is another loss. How about this Brave defense? And there's Jackson Colbert. Didn't take long for us to call his name from his safety spot. Another loss on the play. So about 3rd down and 14 for the Vikings. The 1st down marker is the 34, and they have to get this play off with 35 seconds and running here in the first. Trips right. Lions. And it's caught. And it should be good enough for Atlantic City 1st down. Cabrera with the catch. Pickup of 16, 1st down Atlantic City. This time he had time to throw once he stepped up. And Lions is showing he can be quite accurate when he gets the ball away with time. So at the 38 of 1st down, and that will be the final play of the first quarter here tonight from Williamstown. No score. The Vikings and the Braves open up the high school football season here on BFA.
Pizza Hut's stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
Chris, to your left a little bit.
I see.
I mean right. Oh. My left, your right. Yeah. Coffee news.
Okay. Tell me when.
All right, take it. 3, 2, 1.
This is Chris Lozzi. Your football weekend starts under the lights on Fridays. Catch the exciting action with SNJ Today.
And I'm Coffee Jones, featuring your local high school teams and highlighting your local high school players to watch in the biggest games of the season, live.
Tune in every week with me, Chris Lozzi.
And me, Coffee Jones, throughout the season.
That's Friday nights on WMGM.
It's high school football time on SNJ Today's
Game of the Week.
Another perfect one.
Cool, baby. We good? Did you get both of those?
Yeah, we're good.
That was in 2016. That was the first promo we ever shot together. And just the joy in his face when we would do those takes. And we rarely needed a second take. 1st and 10 at the 38 for the Vikings, following the 16-yard pass play from Lions. to Cabrera. Put it up again. This one is underneath, and this is Sean Williams, and he's to the 44 with his second catch of the night, and that's a gain of 6. Don't underestimate this Atlantic City offense, with the exception of the Grafenwright, because Keenan Wright wasn't the coach of the year for nothing last year, and he'll incorporate many. So at the 44, it's second down for the Vikings. Lions and Rooks in the backfield. Again from the shotgun with Cabrera at the bottom of the screen. On second down, Lions gets away, and he'll get up to the 48. He'll be a yard short on that scramble. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 1. He was dropped by Colbert. Some good signs, though, for the Williamstown defense. One thing they're doing very well is they are disrupting Joe Lyons in the pocket, making him uncomfortable, and that's what you got to do. 3rd and short. There's Colbert. They're stacked, and we got movement before the snap. So what happened was, unless somebody on the line moved, it looks like there was the back that was moving upfield, and that, but we'll get confirmation on that. In any event, the 3rd down penalty pushes him back to a 3rd and 6 situation now, and the ball at the 42. So an obvious run situation now becomes most likely a passing down for Joe Lyons. It's 3rd down. Cabrera and Williams at the bottom of the screen. Here's Lyons in trouble, and he gets away once, but he is going down. The 3rd sack for the Braves defense. Who got in there first? Jordan Foley. That's his 2nd. It works again, and good penetration, and nice job by Foley to come off the block, seeing Lyons escaping the pocket and caught him from behind. That's textbook, and now we've got an injured Brave on the field. This is probably where Coffey would say, hydrate, 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 hoping that this is a cramp. See if we can get a number. Can we get a number, David, who that is? I think we can get Nick with a different shot. Who is it? Let's see. My guess is it's Jack Cummins, but we want to wait to make sure. So I'm being told it's 54. Peyton Rhoda, senior linebacker. And they are still looking at his leg. So we'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll check on his condition.
Pizza Hut's stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like, sheesh.
It is Jack Cummins. And he's being helped off the field. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Tons of cramping situations on opening night, but not that hot. So hopefully Cummins will come back soon. He plays on both sides of the ball. Cabrera will punt for the 3rd time. No, he won't. Somebody moved. And on 4th and 5, that's awful close. If it's on the Braves, it is not on the Braves. So now Cabrera will have to punt from like the 25-yard line. Steve Waterbury. At the 38. 4th and 10, and now Ron Gordon wants a timeout. So we'll take it with them. We'll come back on a 4th down punt for Atlantic City. No score tonight in Williamstown.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for two, price for one. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like, sheesh.
We welcome you back to George Ormsby Field, Williamstown, New Jersey. And opening night, Braves football. There is Ron Gordon making his coaching debut. Longtime coach here, was elevated to defensive coordinator under Tom Kelly. Linebacker coach Brian Colbert getting in his ear a little bit. Prefer Brian to be in the parking lot with the grill because that's like the best pregame meal we've had in a long time. There, I said it. So now, after the Brave timeout, it's an ugly snap, and that's an uglier punt from Cabrera. And the Braves are going to have really good field position as this duck dies somewhere near the 44-yard line. 19-yard punt. Braves back on offense for the 3rd time. And they are in excellent field position at their own 44. So we've had a little bit of Zach Zerby. We've had a little bit of Aiden Davidson. They're both on the field, but it looks like it's going to be Davidson at the 44. Braves go with 4 wideouts. And this is Keyshawn Nixon's first touch. That's good for 5 up to the 47. Make it 3. So 2nd down and 7 for the Braves. It is Davidson again. Zerby is at the bottom of the screen. Vikings show blitz, and Davidson gets out, and Davidson gets through to the Atlantic City 45, and he's very close to a first down. The way they're spotting it, one is off, one is on the line. But if they're going to take the one at the bottom of the screen, then that's a first down, and it is. Waterbury signals the first down, and the Braves on the move. In the Atlantic City territory, they're at the 46. With 8:30 to go. Harold, Hill, and Zerby are at the bottom of the screen. Raymond Wade is at the top. Davidson, shoulder fake. Deep ball for Hill, and it's underneath. Incomplete. Brave sideline crying for a foul. There is none. Kaiwan Roseborough on the coverage for the Vikings. 2nd and 10. Probably shouldn't have said crying. I meant to say yelling. Is that better? Yelling for a flag. Good no call, and it's a 2nd down at the 46. Clock stop with 8:20 to go. Again, Zerby is at the bottom of the screen in this formation with Aiden Davidson, the southpaw, in a bunched up backfield. This is a quick handoff up the middle, and it gets a couple. Down to the 44, Nixon. And third down and long coming up for the Braves. As we are just about at the 8-minute mark, second quarter. Flying by tonight here on BFA. Huh. Boy, I could tell you, if somebody was sitting next to me, big NFL trade, and we'll talk about that in a second. At the 44, this is Nixon. Can he get down? He does. Inside the 40, he's going to be short of a first down by about 2 yards. And now what does Ron Gordon do on 4th down and 2 at the 39? I'm not even going to speculate. I'm going to wait and see, but it appears they are going to go for it. The ball at the 38, they need the 36. First gamble of the night. That is Jordan Kennedy, 18. He went to the far side. 2 yards to go. Davidson keeps it, and he is close. He is very, very close. It'll depend on the spot. The Vikings are coming off the field thinking that they stopped him, and they did. A 4th down hold for the Viking defense. They stopped him. So the ball will turn over on downs, and Atlantic City takes over with 7.5 to go here in the second quarter. So you want to hear about the trade? You ready? 49ers have traded Trey Lance to the Dallas Cowboys for a 4th-round pick. Trey Lance will be backing up Dak Prescott. There is the Atlantic City offense. Coming back out, and there's a look at the man they call Ice Cup. DeGraff Enright. Getting attention from lots of schools. Hello there, Mr. Cup. That was perfect. At the 37, Lions is under center to start this series. It's a handoff, and Rooks gets through into the secondary, and a good run for the Vikings to the Brave 47-yard line. 26 on that run. First down at the Brave 48. Joey Kopachewski on the stop, but not before a big gain. With Jones in motion, they try Rooks again, and he's fighting his way through, and he bounces at the 41-yard line. Good for 7. And second down, and now Rooks is coming off the field. I don't know if Keenan Wright saw something in the running game. 2 straight runs have netted 33 yards, and the Vikings are at the Brave 43 with 6:40 to go here in the second quarter. This is a handoff to Tamir Rex. And Rex gets an Atlantic City first down to the 33. 10-yard run. Looks like they used Jones as the screen and instead went to the back to Rex. And Tamir got the first down. He's to the Brave 34. Deepest penetration for the Vikings, and it comes at the 6-minute mark of the second quarter. Lions and Rex now in the backfield. Trying to draw them offside. Here comes a fade far side. It is caught. That is to Bregman Wright. Touchdown. He made the adjustment, and the Vikings score first. 33-yard touchdown pass, Ice Cup. Design all the way, a fade. It's on Harold Hill. And Harold didn't adjust. DeGraffenreich Wright did. And that's the score. 33-yard touchdown pass. And this is Cabrera with Lions holding. And they don't get it off. And Lions gets thumped by Holloman. So you might put that one in your memory bank. Atlantic City unable to convert on the extra point. But a 33-yard touchdown, Lions to DeGraffenreich, and it's 6-0 Atlantic City here on BFA.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for two, price for one. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like, sunset.
That is a look at the Braves special teams unit. They've just been scored on. It's a 7-0 score, or 6-0 rather, on the missed extra point. Atlantic City scoring. Their highly touted Division I recruit, Sinai DeGraffenreich. 33-yard pass reception with the score. 6-0 Vikings. See if we can find scores elsewhere. You know about Hamilton, 35-zip. They blew out St. John Vianney in our first game tonight of the doubleheader on BFA. 5.5 to go. And that is John Taylor with a very short kick. And there goes Hill. And Hill is close to midfield. So again, the Braves have good field position. Last time they started at the 48, and this time they're going to start, it looks like, at the 48. Here it is again. When you field the ball at the 20, you got a nice head of steam like that for Hill. Almost didn't go down. Cabrera only bumped him. Great crowd as usual tonight here in Williamstown. George Ormsby Field. The Chop House alive and well. 6-0 Vikings in front. Braves have the ball with 5:23 to go here in the first half. And that is Hill coming in late. Davidson again at quarterback. Zerby on the sweep. Cuts it back. Good run for Zach. He's to the Atlantic City 44, and he picked up 8. Bring up second down and short. Try a little misdirection when everybody thought it was going to be Keyshawn Nixon's ball. Instead, Zerby off the end. Kyrie Barksdale on the stop, but a gain of 8. 2nd and 2. Davidson has time, and he overthrows Zerby in the middle of the field. 3rd and 2. So last time they were in this situation, they had 2-down territory, 2-down situation because they went for it on 4th and 2. Here it's a 3rd and a short 2. See the ball at the 44-yard line, and the marker's the 42. 2 timeouts left and 4:45 in running in the second quarter. Davidson will keep it, and he'll get close and should get a first down. He's to the 42, and that is good enough to move the chains. So a first down for Aiden Davidson on the keeper. With 4:40 to go, the ball now at the 41-yard line. And now, timeout taken by the Vikings. That's their second. Braves on the move, 4:40 to go. They trail 6-0 here on BFA.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half-pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for two, price for one. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like, sheesh. Sunset.
So the Vikings with one timeout left, as they called one on defense. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Livery Fence. 856-212-1330. We apologize for not getting the graphics up sooner, or the reads. Livery Fence. I'm going to have to give them a call. We'll see if they'll fix my fence. At the 41. Davidson and the Braves in a first down. They bring Zerby in motion, and they bring it on a screen, and it's intercepted. And going the other way for the Vikings is Zafani Bradley. It's a pick six, and just like that, this game is turned around. 59 yards for Bradley. You call a timeout on defense, and obviously moving Zerby out into the flat didn't fool anybody. He threw it right at him. And Bradley goes untouched, 59 yards, and opens up the Viking lead. Now the question is, do they go for two and chase the point that they missed on the extra point? And that answer appears to be yes. With Lyons in the game, even though he is the holder, it'll be the offense. Now there's some confusion. Atlantic City has one timeout left. They better hurry. They're not going to get this play off. 5 to snap it. Lyons near side, and that pass hit Michael Jones in the helmet and is incomplete. So the conversion not successful, but a 59-yard interception return for Atlantic City. Zafani Bradley, and it's 12-0 on BFA. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Pizza Hut. Where are you, Coffee? No one, nobody, nowhere, no how out-pizzas the Hut. 4:27 to go, second quarter. Looked like the Braves were getting something going offensively, and then a pick six. Zafani Bradley, 59 yards on the screen. Tonight's game also brought to you by Turnersville Toyota. .427. This is Cabrera. Very short kick at the 30. That's Zerby. And he's up to the 40. I don't know, but if Atlantic City keeps giving the Braves the ball at the 40-yard line, eventually something's going to crack. They're down 2 scores without extra points. 12-0. 4:23 on the clock. Braves football on BFA is brought to you by Livery Fence, by Pizza Hut, and by Toyota of Turnersville. Chris Lozzi, the BFA Sports crew here tonight. Third straight possession outside the 40-yard line to start. That pitch is behind Nixon. Still fights his way to the 46. Close to 5 yards on that carry. And it's second down and 5. We tick down to 4 minutes left. Braves have 2 timeouts left. The Vikings with 1. I think Keenan Wright looks like a genius. He calls a defensive timeout and gets a pick 6 on the very next play. Under 4 to go. Second down, about 6. Davidson in trouble, running for it. Got a first down, and he's out of bounds at the 40 of Atlantic City. 14 yards on the Davidson scamper and a first down for the Braves. Break contain, it's wide open, why not? Take it. So here we go with a full house backfield on first down, and that's got to be a penalty. Never mind the fact that it didn't look good from the beginning. Nixon stopped at the line of scrimmage, but I'm not sure how that's not a flag, where one of the backs was moving upfield clearly. No call, second and 10. Down to 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Second quarter action. Braves trail 12-0, trying to get something going before halftime. Now this one, they're kill. And it's a false start. So I wonder who they're going to give it to. They're not going to tell you who it is. So see if we could find out. Find out who that flag was on. Because if that flag was on and a whiteout, probably should have kept going. So a second and 15 now. 2:45 to go. 2 timeouts left for the Braves still. Davidson from the gun. Again, deep ball. This time he's got him in, and that's got to be pass interference, and it is. Raymond Wade was open. Nothing to do but get in the way, or that was going to be a touchdown. This is an easy call here. Easy call. Shoaib Wright guilty of the pass interference. So it's going to put the ball at the 30-yard line. A 15-yard penalty for pass interference in high school, and that is enough for a first down. Clock stopped, 2:34 to go, and 2 timeouts left. And now it winds. Now the Braves have their deepest penetration. They're at the 30-yard line. Davidson looks, screen, but it was too hot to handle for Raheem Thomas. And behind him, second and 10. Something else Ron Gordon said, he said, you know, the first game will not define us, but we absolutely want to get off on the right foot. And he said, he looked right at me and he said, we're going to win. Very impressive young man. He's been with the Braves for a while. And I think he's going to wait. He may burn a timeout here. He may not. Second and 10. He does not. Davidson dancing around. Now deep ball. It's in the end zone. It is fought for, and it's a touchdown. Kaishin Purdy came up with it. It was underthrown, but watch what Prunty does here. He just out-muscles. It's not even a high point situation. I mean, look at this. That is underthrown, and he just went right on top of Tamir Rex. 30-yard touchdown, Davidson's first of his career. And the Braves get on the board. And their kicker is Angelo Mastro, a left footer. And it's 12-7. 30-yard touchdown pass, Aiden Davidson. 2:09 to go.
Pizza Hut's stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half-pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for two, price for one. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like, shoes.
That'll get him going. A 30-yard touchdown pass, Aiden Davidson to Kaishim Prunty, a freshman who out-muscles a defender for a high point, as Coffee would say. And the Braves are on the board. It's 12-7. Vikings with one timeout left and 2:09 in which to work with it.
Bringing off the Braves after the touchdown, Angelo Mastro, Pete for Atlantic City, Sonny DeBrasco High, and the Braves.
Squib kick. Taken at the 35-yard line and up to the 41-yard line, Sean Williams. 2:04 to go. So the Vikings will have it. They now lead by 5. It's 12-7.
First down and 10 for Atlantic City, ball carrying 41.
Liberty Fence, a South New Jersey-based fence company and proud contractor of Angie's List, proud to be a sponsor of Williamstown football tonight. Remember, the bitterness of poor quality lingers long after the sweetness of a cheap price. Give us a call. Liberty Fence, 856-212-1330. First and 10, the ball is at the 41 for the Vikings. They have 2:04 to go. And this portion of the broadcast brought to you by Pizza Hut, because nobody out-pizzas the Hut. Lions on first down. Near side, and that's picked off. Intercepted at the 46. There's another battle. And Raymond Wade got it. I'm not sure what Michael Jones is thinking, but he just let Wade get right in front of him and rip that ball away. And the Braves are in business again. They're at the 46 of Atlantic City. They have 2 timeouts left and 1:57 to go. Plus, they get the ball to start the second half. And this drive is brought to you by Toyota of Turnersville. From the 46-yard line, it's a first down. How about the Braves just drive right down there? Davidson with time, another deep one. Zerbe's open, and it was a beautiful play defensively to knock it away. Shoaib Wright, that time solid on defense. It was his pass interference penalty that set up the Davidson touchdown pass last drive. This time, good coverage. And a 2nd and 10. Take a quick peek at that. And Zerby was definitely open. See the replay at the bottom of the screen. We're live up top, and Davidson with a fastball went through everybody. And it'll bring up a 3rd down. Kyrie Barksdale, the only one close to it, and he's a Viking. So the clock is stopped with 1:46 to go. 3rd down and 10 with 2 incompletions following the interception. You want to get something out of this, out of getting a turnover. It was a Raymond Wade interception that set the Braves up, and now they have stalled. 3rd and 10. Davidson, low snap, recovers, going to take a hit, and throws incomplete. Jordan Foley chasing it down, and a 4th down coming up. So the interception leads to nothing but a 3 and out. There's Foley and Zerby. And Keaton Ocello back to punt. There's nobody back for the Vikings. They're going to go after Ocello. Interesting call here. Ocello just gets it away, and there's nobody home. Except at the 10-yard line. The ice cup. DeGraff and Wright still running. Look out, DeGraff and Wright, and now he's got a convoy. This is going to be a 90-yard touchdown. Flags are down. It's probably a taunt, but they're going to count the score. Now we'll see about it. DeGraff and Wright was all by himself. He picked this ball up, it looks like the 10-yard line. But they're going all the way back. And I had a wall in front of me. I didn't even know he was back there. There's tons of flags on the field. He got it at the 9. As of right now, it's a 91-yard touchdown. I'm not sure what he's calling. If it's illegal helmet contact both ways. I have no idea what he called.
Sheriff, find out what that is. What did he just call?
We're going to have to check. I've never used that signal. Okay, let's look it up. In any event, they cancel out. And it's fortunate that the Braves will get a chance to do it again. So we'll check the diagram. We'll see what he called. Don't see that. Don't see that. Don't see that. Don't see that. The only thing is illegal helmet contact is all it could be, but let's see. It's a blindside block. Well, they're personal fouls. So that would help. But 2 blindside blocks back to back and negates. There it is. And it negates it. There it is right there. See, signal 26, blindside block. But we would do it with a personal foul in front of it. Ocello this time with a pooch kick. And DeGraff and Wright won't come near it. And it'll be down to the 17-yard line. 1:06 and 1 timeout left for the Vikings, but they came up with a stop when they needed it, a 3 and out. And a 5-point lead will stay right here. Sponsors of BFA Sports coverage of Williamstown football. Pizza Hut. Toyota of Turnersville. And Liberty Fence. There they go. There's Pizza Hut. There's Toyota of Turnersville. And guess what? There's Liberty Fence. With 1:06 on the clock and the ball at the 17-yard line. Keenan Wright has been known to roll the dice and take some chances. The ball is at 17. Lyons is in the backfield with Jones. Lyons is going to look left and then dump it off. This is Rooks. Rooks with a couple dances. Nice play by Rooks to get up to the 29-yard line. That's good for 12. And a first down. Clock stopped with 54 seconds left. I'm going to talk about making something from nothing here. I mean, he is bottled in right about now. He got out of 3, and then when Foley lost his helmet, he couldn't participate anymore. So it's a break for the Vikings. First down. This is Lyons rolling far side, and he throws into serious traffic. Wanted Jones. That's incomplete. Second down. The clock stopped with 47 seconds left. Second down. It would help if the White Hats had microphones. Some of the games I do, I actually am mic'd as a White Hat. And I could say personal foul, blindside block. But anyway, ball at the 30. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Lyons. Looks, the screen is set up. DeGraffin right, one spin out. Colbert can't get him. Look out, still on his feet down the sideline, and he's chased from behind and caught by Harold Hill all the way down to the 38. 32 yards on this play. And Atlantic City will call their final timeout with 35 seconds left. It started off slow, but boy, when he gets into a second gear, you can see why a lot of schools are after that young man. His name again, Sinai DeGraffenwright, Ice Cup, a junior, 6'1", 195-pounder. So let's see what we got on the board here. Sterling and Lindenwald just underway, no score there. Let's find something that's got numbers in it. Nope. Pleasantville, Ocean City, scoreless. Vineland, Oakcrest, scoreless. Well, we know what happened earlier. Hamilton all over St. John Vianney. Still looking. Donovan Catholic 21-3 over St. Augustine Prep. That game is in the second quarter. Don Bosco Prep losing to Archbishop Spalding of Maryland. What else we got? Cherokee 14-7 over Winslow at the half. And our game 12-7. Atlantic City in front. They are at the 37 with a 32-yard screen to DeGraffin right, and now Lyons again. This time he goes near side to John Taylor. And after a few, then Taylor lost the ball. Lost the ball, but they're saying he was down. And now Taylor can't get up. Looks like he's cramping. Let's watch it again. Good job by Wade to come off his block, and they're saying that he was down. And now they look at Raul Cabrera with 13 seconds to go. 12-7 is our score. Atlantic City is in front. So that is definitely a cramp. Tonight's game is brought to you by Liberty Fence. 856-212-1330. And they're still tending to. Gives us a chance to tell you if you're interested in the Philly score. 4-2 Phillies. They're in the middle of the 4th inning. I remember when we did the Phillies Braves during the Timber Creek broadcast. You'd swear that Coffee was a big Phillies fan. So you got an RBI from Bryson Stott, a sacrifice fly. Schwarber, a ground rule double. Stubbs, a double at left. And for the Cardinals, Goldschmidt homered. And that's the scoring for that, 4-2. As you look at the Williamstown sideline, with 13 seconds to go, the Vikings are now, should be out of timeouts. They called the last one. But there's still one on the board. So look at the Braves sideline and the coaching staff urging a stop here on a 2nd down and 5. We're still not sure if that's the correct number on the board for timeouts. There's Ron Gordon. So we'll let the training staff do their thing, and we'll take another break and come back.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like, sheesh.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like, sheesh.
Raul Cabrera needs some help. Apparently, he was cramping up, and he needs a lot of help to get onto the sideline. Two-way player, did some punting. A couple pass catches. And they'll wait for him to come off. And we return to action in a big situation here with 13 seconds to go and a 2nd down and 5. The board has the Vikings with 1 timeout. So we'll go with it. Joe Lyons from the 37 in the shotgun formation. The ball at the 32. Lyons, it's deflected at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete. Clock stop. Clock stop. Should be 4 seconds on the clock. And I think that's what Steve Waterbury's telling everybody, 4 seconds left. There he is. They may have to keep it on the field if they can't set that clock. It's brand new scoreboard here. The clock shows .1. But now they got it. 3.9 to go. Steve Waterbury. No? I'm going to get a timeout. It's going to be the Braves. They'll take their final timeout. So a 3rd and 5 and good penetration. Do we have that play again, David? The last play? See if we can get that last play up. We could see who it was that got in and got the penetration. Let's see it. Let's see it. No, we're not going to see it. Are we going to see it? I'm going to try it again. There we go. Let's back it up now. Can we back that up? Here, let's try it. Okay, good. Very good. Here we go. Good job, David Virgilio. Let's see who it was. Oh, Big 69 got in there. That's who it was. Jordan Williams. And he got that pass because he's 6'2", 225. Got his big mitts up there. Shout out to Jordan with the pass breakup. 3.9 to go. Second quarter. Crowd getting into it. Braves will get the ball to start the second half. From the 32. Should be the final play of the half. That is Joe Lyons from the gun. Taylor in motion. Now you got trips to the right. Here comes pressure. It's underneath. DeGraffin right. Can he get to the pylon? He will not. And that will end the half. Good design, but he was short. And the Vikings have run out of clock. So our halftime score, as you look at the Graffin right, try to get to the pylon, because it's the pylon or bust here. And he was short to the 5-yard line. 12-7, our halftime score. The Braves will get the ball when we start the second half here tonight on BFA.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half-pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for two, price for one. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like, sheesh, sunset.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good, topped and stuffed with over a half-pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for two, price for one. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like, sheesh. Sunset.
Sends it to me, and then I say it out here.
So, I got the comments up. Looks like the first is Daniel Steinke playing.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good, topped and stuffed with over a half-pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for two, price for one. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like, sheesh. Sunset.
Welcome back to Williamstown, the start of the third quarter. 12-7 is our score. Atlantic City Vikings in front. 29-yard touchdown return. There we are. Hello, everybody. I'm Chris Lozzi. Everybody here in the booth. And again, if you could stay on this one, please. The chair is empty. And it'll stay empty for the rest of the game tonight. So if you know, you know. All right, here we go. Atlantic City will start to kick it. And not just yet. And that is a ball off the tee. Left footer, Michael Jones. Very short kick at the 25-yard line. And Thomas is close to the 40 before he's thrown backwards. They'll spot it at the 38, and that's where the Braves will take over. Their score is a 30-yard touchdown pass from Aiden Davidson to the freshman, Kaishin Prunty. Meanwhile, after the DeGraff and Wright touchdown, it was a 59-yard pick six for Atlantic City. Zafani Bradley. That gave them the lead. So it's a first down at the 38 for the Braves. Zerby back at center, and he is wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage almost immediately. Almost immediately. Peter Gibson had the penetration and the grab, and Zerby was going no place. So officially no gain on the run. Second down and 10. And we'll wait to see who's going to be under center. It'll be Zerby. At the 38, second and 10. This is Zerby. He's got the pitch to the left, and he gets it to Thomas, but there's not much there. Good sign. Cabrera's back into the game for Atlantic City after cramping up before the half. A gain of only a yard, and it'll bring up a third down and 9. Good play by the junior, Raul Cabrera, bringing down Raheem Thomas. It's almost as if it blew up before it would get started. Williamstown has had some success, though, on the outside, but usually when it's a second option, like a scramble, Davidson had an 18-yard scramble, 21-yard run. Meantime, Zerby is at quarterback here on this opening drive of the second half. It's third down and 9. Keyshawn Nixon is to the left of Zerby, who's going to keep it on the low snap, and Zerby's going to get free and get a first down. And then after that, just to boot, he ran right over Tamir Rex. 15-yard run, first down Williamstown. They're at the Viking 47. One thing Zerby will definitely bring you, he will deliver as Rex goes in the wrong direction. There's Zach Zerby, senior. First 2 minutes of play here in the second half. 12-7, the Vikings in front. At the 47. Zerby. Right side, Thomas spinning free, but he'll do well just to get to the line of scrimmage. Might have lost a yard. And it's second down. That's Cabrera that got in there again. So, officially no gain. Second down, 10. Hope you're enjoying our doubleheader of high school football here on BFA Sports. In the opener, Hamilton ran over St. John Vianney, 35-zip. And our score, 12-7, AC in front of the Braves. Second down, far side. Harold Hill got about 6 to the 45-yard line. They'll bring up a third down and a long 6 for the Braves as we're under 9 minutes to go. Jeremiah Williams with the credit of the tackle, getting Hill out of bounds. So they're going to call it a third down and 7. The marker is just inside the 38. Zerby's going to have to put it up here. And he will. Running out, keeps his feet, in trouble. Right-handed. It is caught at the 40. And that's Prunty again. It's short of the first down, but how about the improvisation of Zach Zerbe? Watch this. Switch hands. Go for it, young man. Why not? And Prunty comes back and helps out his quarterback. They should probably spot that at the 38 instead, but they mark it at the 39. 4th and a long yard, and the Braves are going to go for it. And how about that? They're going to get the first down because the Vikings jumped. We could see that again. You'll see who moved on the Vikings. If we had it, you would see Jaden Hemphill. He's big. And he ran right through and moved the change for the Braves. Ball inside the 35. Aiden Davidson has the only score. It's a touchdown pass to Kaishim Prunty, and he is now back at quarterback. That is Thomas. Good run for Thomas. 7th carry of the night. Gets about 7. So we tick down to 7 minutes in the third. I'm getting some of the messages from our YouTube stream, and some people are asking about Ice Cup. Is he a Power 5? Well, he's got Big Ten interest, you tell me. Not one, but 2 schools in the Big Ten are after that young man's services. Officially 6 yards for Thomas at 2nd down and 4. This is Davidson. This is Thomas for a couple. He's going to be short of the first down at the 25-yard line. So 3rd down and about a half a yard for the Braves. Joe Atifi, number 30. It's on the field. He's a fullback. And you see Jordan Kennedy. And you see Raheem Thomas. Now they flip-flop. They need a half a yard. Davidson rolling out. Wide open. Hatifi. First down, Braves. Nice design on that play. They're down to the 15-yard line, a gain of 10. Everybody sold out on the run, and all Davidson had to do was use his speed, get outside. Nice design. Atifi was right there. Move the chains. First down, 5.5 to go. The ball is at the 15. Third quarter score tonight, 12-7, Atlantic City. Glad you're with us on BFA. Next week, the Braves will be at Kingsway, and the Dragons in their home opener. On first down, this is Thomas, bottled up. Flags coming in, more than one. And now we'll wait to see. Looks like we got a hold, and it's against the Braves. See if we can spot the hold. It was thrown by the linesman as well. That would be 75? No. Well, this year they tell you who the numbers are, but that's only if we've got a referee with a microphone, which we don't tonight. So it puts the ball back at the 25. It's the new rule that it is a previous spot foul if the foul occurs behind the line of scrimmage. So it's 1st and 20. Davidson bobbles and then just throws it away. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 20. Under 5 to go here in the third. 12-7. The Vikings have done this before. They've allowed the Braves to come in, and then they've tightened it up. I think the biggest series for Atlantic City defensively was after the interception by Ward. Braves went 3 and out. At the 25, it's 2nd down and 20. As you look at the left hand, Logan Kennedy. Meanwhile, Zerby tries to get outside. We got about 4. 3rd down and long. 3rd down and very long. That's Zerby coming off the field, which means Davidson comes in. Now Zerby needs some help. Looks like he's having some difficulty on the Braves sideline. We'll see if we can get some word on that and get back to you. Meanwhile, the ball is at the 21. 3rd and 16. The marker's the 5-yard line. And Davidson is going to run for it, and that's got to be a face mask. Davidson got hauled down by a face mask, and it might have been Cabrera. See if we have that again. You got the 5 and the 15. That's got to be a personal foul. Oh, yeah. And it was not on Cabrera, though. It was Hajim Preston. So this is a personal foul. This should be a personal foul. So the question now is, it's not enough for a 1st down because it's half the distance. That's the problem. It's on 3rd and 6, the previous spot foul. So it's now 3rd down and 5. And Davidson fumbled it. Was he able to get it? They were. That was bad, but Raheem Thomas saved the day. He's able to pounce on it. And now it'll bring up a 4th down. 4th down and 12. The ball is back. Looks like the 18-yard line. $30, $20. It's at the 18, right. I'm right, the board is wrong. From the 18-yard line. 4th down, 12. Davidson throws too far. And incomplete, and the ball goes over on downs. So the Braves make some noise that drive. They come up empty. And the Vikings take over on downs. Tonight's game on BFA, Williamstown Braves football tonight, is brought to you by Liberty Fence. Liberty Fence, a South New Jersey-based fence company and proud contractor of Angie's List. We offer professional fence installation and do-it-yourself fence kits delivered to your home, easy to install and free delivery within 200 miles. Liberty Fence, 856-212-1330. By Toyota of Turnersville. Elevate your driving experience with Toyota, where innovation meets reliability. From sleek designs to advanced safety features, Toyota offers a range of vehicles that cater to your every need. Discover the joy of driving with unmatched comfort and style. Explore the road ahead with excellence and get behind the wheel of a Toyota today. Toyota of Turnersville in the Auto Mall. And by Pizza Hut, nobody out-pizzas the Hut. The Vikings from the 17 take over on downs. And a 1st down handoff off the left side gets pretty much nothing. That's Rooks. Down to 2:40 to go here in the 3rd. 12-7 still our score. They gave Rooks a yard, so it's now 2nd down and 9. The ball at the 18-yard line. And Joe Lyons at quarterback. In the pocket. That is almost intercepted on the deflection. Good anticipation. That is Jawan Carney. Sophomore in the secondary, does a nice job. Incomplete, 3rd down 9 for the Vikings. And the clock stopped with 2:15 to go. Lions has got 5 choices to throw to. Instead, he rolls out. He gets ice cup, and he cannot escape Raymond Wade's grip. But it should be enough for a first down, and it is up to the 30-yard line. That's the Graffin right. This is just basically who wants it more here. That one little move, no little move, knows where the marker is and got it. Minute 50 to go, 1st and 10 for the Vikings. 3 wide outs at the bottom. Lions, handoff, Rooks. Got 3. Somebody lost their helmet. That's Rooks. He's going to have to sit out. 2nd down and 7 coming up as we have 83 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
4 on the play, that's the 2nd down and 6 to go.
Some quick math right there. Shotgun, Lions, deep far side, open, and this is going to be a long touchdown for Sean Williams. How about 67 yards? And the Vikings have opened their lead up. 2nd touchdown pass for Joe Lions tonight. Once Williams got by Carney, it was over. All Lions had to do was put it there, and he absolutely did. Again, the Vikings are going to abandon the kick and go for 2. Lions has Rex to his right. Quick toss, Cabrera gets in. And the Vikings get their 2-point conversion, and they have a 13-point lead. A minute to go in the 3rd. 20-7, Atlantic City. The kickoff is next on BFA.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like, sunset.
So, 67-yard touchdown pass, Joe Lions, his 2nd of the night. And this time he hits Sean Williams. And Atlantic City has opened up their lead. It is 20-7. With a minute to go here in the 3rd. 59.8 seconds to be precise on the brand new scoreboard here at Jordan Orsby Field. And it looks like the Vikings didn't have the right personnel for the kickoff. Michael Jones. Somehow the special teams of the Vikings is going to have to put the ball deeper. Fielded up front by Nolan Lloyd at the 38. Braves back on offense, and they trail by 13. They actually mark it at the 42. I'm not sure why, but at the 42-yard line. It'll be Williamstown ball, 1st and 10. And it's Aiden Davidson. And a handoff. Thomas caught in the backfield, not going anywhere. Hygiene Preston. It's going to be a loss of about 3. And 2nd and 13. This most likely will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Maybe not. Is that Dom? That is Dom Malinsky. He's the injured Brave. Check on his condition when we come back here to Williamstown. Atlantic City's by 13.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
That's the new scoreboard here at George Ormsby Field in Williamstown at the shadows of the Frank Fusatolo Fieldhouse. Here in Monroe Township. Braves season opener, season 5 for us here on BFA. Chris Lozzi, the BFA Sports crew, is here. For those of you just joining us, expecting to hear my longtime friend Coffee Jones. Of course, we lost him in the spring. And this is a difficult broadcast to say the least. There is Dom Malinsky. Saw his parents at halftime. He said, "You going to mention Dom?" I said, "Yeah, absolutely." Well, unfortunately, we're mentioning him for something this he didn't want to do, but he's a warrior, and there are none better. So you know he's coming back. He's holding his wrist. So we'll see if we can get a report from that sideline. In the meantime, 29 seconds left. The Braves will have to run this play. And they have a 2nd and 13. They got to go to work. They trail by 2 scores here tonight. From the 39-yard line. Tiffy is in motion. Zerby, pitch back. Thomas gets free with 1. Nice move inside the 45, and then has some words, which you probably don't want to do. But a first down for the Braves at the 45 of Atlantic City. How about that option? 1 stiff arm, 2 stiff arms, and then it's, I'll fight for every yard I can get, and he got enough. Out of bounds. 9.6 to go. So this might be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Thomas again for 4. And that will end the 3rd quarter. 3 complete in Williamstown. 27 Atlantic City in front. So as we mentioned throughout the broadcast, and we'll probably be doing it all season, 7 years in the booth with Coffee Jones. Here's a little look at Coffee. Get the picture? It's 2nd and 7 for the Braves to start the 4th. And Zerbe throws again right-handed, and he had a man wide open. Prunty poised for his 2nd touchdown reception, and he overshot him. 3rd down. So I want to thank everybody who's reaching out to me. It means a lot. Thank you all for your kindness and your support. Third and 7 at the 41. Davidson is back in. Chased out, screen set up, Thomas. And he gets to the 36 where he's going to be about 3 yards short of a Williamstown first down. It'll bring up 4th down. My phone is blowing up and I couldn't be happier. Thank you all. Thank you all. So they didn't change the box yet, so it's 4th down and about 2. They need the 34-yard line. And Keenan Wright is going to call a timeout. So we know that that is a timeout for the Vikings, and that's their first. First minute of play in the 4th. It is pivotal right now for Williamstown to convert here and score and make this a 1-score game again. And that is Williamstown Brain Trust. Ron Gordon's in there somewhere. Here's a look at Darren Page, offensive line coach. Only with one hand. Nick Seidenberg. It's pivotal. This play here, and you can see Seidenberg is with Aiden Davidson right now. I think what's best was, believe it or not, the little misdirection to Hatifi. I think it was on 4th down, if I'm not mistaken. You can go back to that. But you want to be very careful about trying to run up the middle because the Vikings have really gotten pressure and have owned the middle for the most part tonight. This is a crucial play. And as soon as Nick Penza gets off the field, then we can start it. Nice. He's the best. Here we go. 4th and 2. Zerbe dropped it, and it's over. That was it. Once Zerbe dropped it, it's all over. So the ball will go over on downs. Cannot let that happen. So we see that again? And I think Zerbe, why he's so frustrated, this was set up perfectly because he knew if he faked the pitch, he was going to keep it on the right side, and he had room. But as it stands now, the Braves really need a stop, and they need it fast. Joe Lyons, the Atlantic City quarterback, not great numbers, but 2 touchdown passes tonight. The second one, though, right now is a killer. 67 yards. To Sean Williams. First down at the 41. That is Williams in motion. Rooks off the right side. Sheds 1 tackle. Has a first down. And dances out of bounds near the 46-yard line. And we have a little extracurricular activity. But nothing to come of that. Derek Hanold in there, number 70. With the contact. We'll see it again. That's a missed tackle right there, though, because if Edward Urban is able to get him by the shoe tops, he does not get 13 yards and a first down. At the Brave 47, there is Rooks. Doesn't go down easy. This one, Rooks again, and he's not going to get near the yards he got before, only a couple. cut down. Harold Hill. Second down, about 8. Time soon to be a factor. There you see the clock. Coming up on 10 minutes. Keenan Wright. And the Atlantic City Brain Trust. Lions quick drop, complete. Cabrera sheds another tackle, running over people, and he's out of bounds inside the Brave 30. A first down. What do they call it? Yak, yards after catch. It should be over right there. But Cabrera gets 12 more after the contact. First down to the Brave 30. Rooks cuts back. Foley drags him down with Colbert. But a gain of 7. Second down and short. Now the Vikings are going to the ground game. And Rooks has to hobble off. So Tamir Rex comes back in, number 14. Listed as 5'7", 150. Nope. You think he's 5'7"? If he's 5'7", I'm 6'2". Go get him, Tamir. Sophomore. Watch, he's going to be a senior. He's going to be 6'2". Lions on second and short. It's Rex. Kept his feet, got to the 20, and is close to the first down. He got it. So the Vikings move the sticks with 8:50 to go in the fourth. Opening night on BFA, Williamstown. Hosting Atlantic City Vikings. It's a 27 score for the Vikings right now. And they're on the move. A reminder, BFA Sports, the home of Hamilton Blue Devils football as well. Hamilton has their next contest Thursday at Cherokee. And that little clap got the Braves to jump. Now it's going to be 1st and 5 at the 15. Steve Waterbury wants to make sure. Yep. So bad news for the Braves. That's a double bubble. 5-yard foul, and we wind the clock, which is now dangerously lower than it was before. At 8 minutes to go, Rooks back into the game. Gets inside the 10. Holloman really put a hit on him, but not before the first down, and the Vikings have a 1st and goal. Inside the 10-yard line. Typical Williamstown game lately. Just one thing goes wrong, and then unfortunately sometimes you can't recover from that. Braves on the move, looking to take the lead, and they throw a pick 6. 59-yard interception return on a screen pass. Zafani Bradley right now is the difference. Here's Rooks right side, bounces out, and Holloman's right there. Thomas and Holloman combined on that stop. And we have an injured Viking on the field. Peter Gibson. Thought he was down before tonight. And he gets up okay. Fortunately, we haven't had many of those cramping incidents. We had one. And that's about it. Usually nights like tonight, we get them all over the place, and then Coffee would be yelling, hydrate, hydrate. Should start on Tuesday, Wednesday, hydrate. And I would look at him and say, why 2 days before? Uh-huh. 7:14 on the clock here in the fourth. Atlantic City 20-7. Second and goal now with the loss of a yard. It's at the 11-yard line. There it is. Lions going to put it up, far side, and it went right through John Taylor's hands. Third down. So with the air out of the stadium here a little bit, the Braves can get some life back if they can manage a stop here. Atlantic City has demonstrated they really have no kicking game. So this will be 2-down territory, right? We're at the 11, it's third and goal. Clock stop with 6:43. Lions from the gun. And that's not going to work. Somebody moved on the Vikings. And it's a guy who we don't have a name on, number 71. So must have changed the number and we don't have it. But number 71, you can't do that. The false start puts the ball back to the 16. Where now it is third and goal. Ball all the way back to the 16-yard line. Now keep your eye on the official in the left top corner of the screen. He's looking at his watch, and he's going to start chopping with signals toward the end of the play clock, but now we have a whistle. It stops everything. And we have the line judge on the near side coming over. Are we changing the clock? Right now it has 6:20 on it. I don't know what we're doing. 6. Ron Gordon's like, what just happened? So it appears they want to change the game clock. What are they changing the clock to? That's the question. There it is, 6:43. So here we go. Now watch the official. Well, the clock stopped. They'll just snap it anyway. Line, screen, and it looked like somebody got a hand on it because Rooks was wide open. So a double bonus for the Braves. It's now 4th and long, and the clock is stopped with 6:37 to go. Remember, this is a 2-score game. 2 missed extra points, 1 by foot, 1 by 2-pointer. Atlantic City did convert the third, and that's why the difference is 13. They got to stop them here. Big play for the Braves defense. 4th and goal at the 16, it's Lions. Setting up the screen, Rooks, no chance. Thomas with the play, and the ball goes over on downs with 6:28 to go. So even though the Vikings didn't score, they did eat about 4.5 minutes off the clock, and the Braves got to get to work. They're deep in their own territory. They need 2 scores. There's Raheem Thomas. Had a funny feeling we're going to be calling his name an awful lot tonight. Showing some flashes, running, good tackling skills. Braves back on offense at the 12. Long way to go. 6:28 in which to do it. And it starts with an offside. And unfortunately, see, when you're Anas Newsom, number 99, and you're at 5'8", 310, you're going to get noticed every time you do something wrong on the line of scrimmage. And he did something wrong on the line of scrimmage. So now it's a 1st and 5 up at the 17. 6:28 to go. This is Aiden Davidson. Platooning quarterbacks in game 1 here for the Braves. Now the Vikings show blitz. It's picked up. Dixon's got to get to the outside and does. There's Keyshawn, still has the ball. And Nixon is up in front down at the 32-yard line. We heard another whistle. There's a flag down, though. It's in the backfield. And it's coming back. Waterbury has the call. See if we can see it. Oh, that's a hold. I don't know. So he threw the flag, and the Viking that was being held was another number we don't have a player for, 34, but now it's going to go way back. And we have an injured Viking on the field. Sharif Williams. So they'll tend to him, and we'll take a break, and we'll come back.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like, sheesh.
So as you can see, Sharif Williams walking off under his own power. Tonight's game on BFA is brought to you by Liberty Fence. Available 8 to 5 Monday through Saturday, offering professional fence installation and do-it-yourself fence kits delivered to your home. Easy to install, free delivery if you're inside of 200 miles. Within 48 hours on our quick ship items. Call for our free estimate and details. Remember, the bitterness of poor quality lingers long after the sweetness of a cheap price. And by Pizza Hut, because nobody out-pizzas the Hut. And by Toyota of Turnersville. Stop in today and test drive a brand new Toyota at the Auto Mall, Toyota of Turnersville. 1st and 14 following the penalty, and then Davidson turfs that pass for Harold Hill. It's incomplete. Clock stopped with 6:12 to go. And the Braves are in the shadow of their own goalpost. Be a shadow if it was daylight, but at the 8-yard line. The first down marker is at the 25-yard line. Davidson in the end zone. Got to get rid of it. Does. And it's broken up near the 12-yard line. Harold Hill, the target again. And it's 3rd down and long. Clock stopped with 6:05 to go. From the 8. .605 left. It's a good look at Aiden Davidson. He's done some good stuff tonight. And also Keyshawn Nixon. Here's Davidson stepping out of trouble, spinning his way, bouncing off, and he pinballs up to the 11-yard line. That is a tough 3 yards for that young man. I mean, he felt that. He's a junior, and 5'11", 143, and he felt every bit of it. So on 4th down, the Braves are going to have to punt. And then they're going to have to get their defense and timeouts to go to work. Now look at the Vikings. They're not even ready yet. Now they're here. Just why wouldn't you snap it? Could have caught them sleeping. Marcello Bounces to the 48. Kaiwan Roseboro. Roseboro at the 30. And with a flag down, he is down at the 25-yard line. Now we'll check the flag. Returned by Roseboro. Take another look at it. It's a block in the back. So now we'll see if we can see the block in the back. That's not it. No, I don't think that was it. Maybe that was it. But this is going to be a pretty good return anyway, because if the foul was around the 30, then they'll probably put the ball with the 40. They'll put the ball midfield. Atlantic City comfortably up, 20-7, 4:58 left in the ball game. Put the ball in midfield. Pat, did you ever have that stuffed crust pizza at Pizza Hut? Never? Because nobody out pizzas the Hut. It's the best. Oh, yeah. You could look anywhere, but nobody out pizzas the Hut. Ball in midfield, 4:58 to go. Braves need a stop, and they need it quickly. Lions, Rooks, no gain. But the clock will run, and we'll look at the Williamstown bench. Got all 3 timeouts, doesn't use it yet. Pablo Garcia, 27 on the stop. And now, keep in mind, the 40 seconds from the end of the play. So if you look at the official, he should be at the left. Well, he's not in the screen. They'll wait for him to start counting down from 5, and they did. And this is Lions, and he is complete. John Taylor just chewing time, getting spun around. Short of the Viking first down. But the clock will run. We're under 4 minutes, and it's a 3rd down and 1. Ball at the 41-yard line. 3rd and 1. There it is, the trenches. And the Vikings have had the better of it, and there's a jump offside. And that will give the Vikings a first down, and that will all but end it. As Jordan Williams jumps offside. Steve Waterbury signaling it's enough for first down. So we're down to 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. And a new set of downs for the Vikings at the 35, and they're up by 13. Lions hands off to Rooks. Maybe a yard. Clock continuing to run. 2nd down and 9. And if we could stay, David, if we could stay out wide on this shot so we could see the official on the far side. Keep going. Keep going. That way. That's it. Keep getting wide. The other way. The other referee. He's counting down, and they won't snap until he starts to count down. We'll get it on the next snap. Lions going to run for it, and he's going to be smart to stay in bounds. Hits the brakes, and did he get out of bounds, or did he get a first down? He got a first down. So Joe Lyons was able to stay in bounds with 2.5 to go. Smart play by Lions to not go out of bounds. Keeps the clock moving. We're down to 2:20 left. There was some movement on the Williamstown defensive side, but officials say he did not cross. And there's the official right at the pylon. Now watch him walk up. 1. There you go. That's the signal to snap it. That you're almost at the end of the play clock. And there is Ice Cup. Still going. Still going. Did he get in? He did not. Officials are talking, but he did not get in. Sinai de Greffenreich. Watch this. I mean, he catches this ball at the 25. First contact, 10 yards later, then 15, then going, still going. Wow. And now we have another injured Viking. It's Cabrera again. Raul Cabrera. He was down before with cramps, and this appears to be cramps as well. Taking a look at the Williamstown defensive huddle. Jackson Colbert, his motor's always going. Number 2. Hard-fought game tonight in the trenches. Atlantic City had a little better of it. Shut down the Braves when they needed to. We have 1:48 to go. Still have Cabrera still down. So here's a reminder. Tonight's game has been produced by David Virgilio, directed by Pat Rush. Broadcast associate Jarek Garcia. And the camera, I challenge you to find 2 better. Charles Hope, Nick Penza. Of course, Charles is the 50-yard line. They're still looking at Cabrera. And the 2023 edition of the executive producers of BFA Sports are Bob Haydack, Doug Stasic, and Jim G. That is Cabrera. Getting back to the sideline with 1:48 to go. And de Greffenreich got out of bounds to stop the clock. So it's a 1st and goal. They're at the 2. Rooks, right side, touchdown Atlantic City. Not even a fight there. And Rooks walks in for the icer from 2 yards out. Vikings, you knew about them. They were no slouch. 7-3 mark last year. They lost by 2 in a playoff game against Serious Power in Lenape. But it'd be a good idea if they find a kicking game. And go for 2 here. And Rooks will be dragged in, but he'll get there. And that gives the Vikings 2 more, and it's 28-7 with 1:42 left. Reminder, Thursday night at Cherokee, the Hamilton Blue Devils with a 1-0 record thanks to their 35-zip whitewash of St. John Vianney. They're at Cherokee. Coverage at 6 o'clock. And then Friday, Williamstown on the road at Kingsway. Again, coverage at 6 o'clock. It's Labor Day weekend. Next week, full slate high school football here on BFA. Enjoyed listening to Mike Gill and Doug Stasic on the game in Ocean City with Hamilton and St. John Vianney. They were on the side of the field, the visitor side of the field where we were, Coffee and I were. And it was funny because as much as Coffee liked football, you know, all he cared about was the Ferris wheel. He loved it. I mean, kept looking at the Ferris wheel, and that was in the shot. And you'll see some pictures if you ever go on my Facebook page. You'll see one, and he's looking at the Ferris wheel. We always do our selfie, so that one's for you there, Coffee. So I have 7 years of stories. So some will come out a little different than others, but you know, how that's not offside is beyond me, but the kick is covered at the 48. Why not? Let's just get out of here, right? Hatifi covers the short kick. And with 1:42 left, Braves get on offense. Aiden Davidson. Maybe we'll see just how far he can throw the ball. But if you're the Vikings now, I think you're just, if you know he's going to throw it and it's in the obvious pass situation, they're just going to lick their chops to see if they can get at him here. Thank you, Scott Eubanks, for that wonderful message. Much appreciated. We got through it tonight. We did. At the 48, another fumbled snap. And Davidson will throw it. It is caught. That's Jordan Foley. And Foley's inside the 10. And if the official got out of the way, he might have scored, but he's out of bounds. They'll mark him just outside the 5 with 1:30 to go. Hey, the Braves have all 3 timeouts. Stranger things have happened. Foley just got lost somewhere. Omar Kelly, freshman, getting some playing time, just let him go right by him. And now at the 7-yard line, the Braves have a 1st and goal. Keyshawn Nixon in the backfield. Zerby is to the right, and the Braves call a timeout. So 1:30 on the clock. Braves call their first timeout. So we told you, here we are. So we told you the story about the first game we ever did together in Millville. When it was, it depends on who tells the story, but you know, I like to say it was 1,000 degrees in that press box, and Coffee says it was hot. It was just hot. And that's when we went through 2 rolls of that paper. I'm not sure if I told the story before, but so what? And at the end of that, I guess, event, I said to him, if we're not family now, we just shared the same paper towel. And he started laughing. And that was our very first telecast. It was in Millville. And that was SNJ Today and the game of the week, which you saw the promo, the first one that we did. And Davidson in the end zone. That was almost intercepted by Shoei Bright. So in that green screen, when you saw that promo, that was Ryan Schumacher, BFA's own Ryan Schumacher. That was his voice in the background directing that. And we did it in one take. What do we got? 2nd down. Go. Davidson could not let it go and got thumped. Yamdri Hernandez, Taco is what he's called. And the deal was, if you do something good, I'll give you your nickname, Taco. And he just dropped Davidson. We're down to a minute, 3rd down. 3rd and goal, the ball back at the 11. It was a 4-yard loss. Davidson in trouble on third down, just got it away. Foley was the intended receiver, but Davidson had to run for his life, and it's now 4th down and goal at the 11 with 44.5 seconds to go. And Davidson is hurt. He went down on his knees when he reached the sideline, so we will most likely see Zach Zerbe at quarterback on this 4th and 11 play. Or not. How about Keyshawn Nixon? Little wildcat. Nope, there's Zerbe. 4th down, the toss. Hill dropped it. And the ball goes over on downs. So, another one, another season opener. And we're going to get through this, everybody. We are. I know most of you that have come up to me and have said so many nice things. I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Stay tuned. In a couple of weeks at the next Williamstown home game, we're going to figure something out, and we're going to honor our friend, Coffee Jones. In the meantime, the ball goes over on down to Atlantic City. And we already got the slate already set up for you next week. Thursday, Hamilton at Cherokee. And Friday, we're at Kingsway. And the Dragons host the Braves. Lions in victory, and that'll do it. 2 touchdown passes for Joe Lyons. A pick 6, which turned the game around in the second quarter for the Vikings. And Keenan Wright's going to come away with a victory here for Atlantic City. There he is. Coach of the Year last year. Atlantic City Press Coach of the Year. Did a great job with it. And for Ronnie Gordon, it's amazing how fast your first game goes, but some good things to build on, and I think Ronnie knows that. When we talked to him during the week, he's going to tell us that. So he'll lead the line. They're the coaches, Ron Gordon, Keenan Wright. Final score tonight in Williamstown. The Vikings 28, the Braves 7. Again, a reminder, our next telecast Thursday, we are at Cherokee for the Hamilton Blue Devils, Cherokee Chiefs, and then Friday, Williamstown is at Kingsway. They're both at 6 o'clock. It's Labor Day weekend. So for the entire crew, this is Chris Lozzi saying thank you so much for joining us on this special broadcast of Williamstown Braves football. We'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.